Okay. Hi everyone, welcome to our training session today, which is about how do customers shop across time periods report. Today's session will be about 15 minutes, so not very long. Hope we can keep the energy levels up. Let me introduce myself. My name is Erika, and I'm working for Dunnhumby as a customer education manager, and I will be your trainer today. And just before we start, I'd like to ask you to please mute your phones. In case you get an emergency call, then you can just feel free to jump out to the corridor and take it. And please try to be interactive, ask questions if something is unclear, and enjoy yourself. So before we start, why are we here today? That's a nice attachment from the Tesco office. So today we will see what kind of business questions can this report help to answer you in your daily work, and also we will see what data is available in the report and how can you interpret it to get the most or the best of the insights. And I would like to ask every one of you to please do a short introduction of yourselves. And my phone, thank you. So just please, your name, your role, what is your favorite chocolate brand, and what is your personal objective for today. So we can start here, please.
My name is Erika. I am a Tesco buyer, and my favorite chocolate brand is Lindt. And I'd like to better understand this report and be able to interpret it correctly.
Have you seen it before?
Superficially.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, my name is Melinda. I am from Johnson & Johnson. I am the key account. And since we are buying Dunnhumby, I should be able to understand the data better. And my favorite chocolate is Kit Kat.
Kit Kat, okay. Have a break, have a Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Thanks. And finally?
My name is Rita. I work at Coca-Cola. I'm the category manager. And my favorite chocolate is anything with orange flavor. I think the best one I had in IKEA, some Swedish weird one. And my objective for the session is to understand better our big promotions. For example, the big campaigns during the summer, like Share a Coke or the Retro Coke and this stuff, like how they change the long-term behavior.
Okay. Rita, I would like to tell you that I wrote a report today with me, but it's not about Coke products, so you may not find the exact answer for your question today, but hope I can show you how to search it in your own report, how to look for it, okay? And so just as the first shot at the report, this is what it looks like. Is it familiar? Have you seen it before?
Yeah, it's like the normal cross-shop report.
Yes, exactly. It's very similar. The only difference is that we don't use different brands or product groups for each group, but we use different time periods. So we look at one brand. Today our brand will be Milka chocolates, and we analyze what happened to the customers between different time periods. Why can this be good for us, this report, and understanding the customer behavior? I brought some help, so could you help me interpret these? Do you have any ideas why would you use this report?
Seasonality.
Seasonality, yes, that's correct.
So many my seasonal campaigns.
Yes, exactly. What we are here for.
And I guess how new products perform.
Yes.
How promotional periods affect the buying behavior.
Yes, exactly. How promotions affect the brand's performances. So yes, I think you've been very helpful getting together the why use it part. And now I would like to just add some more points. So apart from seasonality, promotions, new product analysis, you can also track customer movements across different time periods. So for example, you can also have a slight understanding on how your loyal customers are doing. So if you compare 2 years, for example, for your brand, you can see how many customers you have lost, kept, or how many new customers you brought in those years. You can track that as well. And not only the customer numbers, as you can see here in this diagram, not only these numbers appear, but you will be able to see customer profiles. Are they more price sensitive or upmarket customers? Also, how much do they spend? How often they come in? So it's not just about some sales facts and customer numbers, but also we can understand a little bit more about their behavior in the report. And we are getting very close to opening the report, but before that I would like to do a little exercise with you. So let's say we are analyzing the promotion. You can see that we have selected 3 time periods. One is pre-promo, during promo, the third one is the post-promotional period. And I would like to ask you to name, or actually I wrote some customer groups, and I will give one to each of you, and I would like you to place it somewhere on the chart where you think it belongs, and I will do one as well. So, who got the loyal customer? Sorry. Rita.
So, I suppose loyal customers
Azt mondja, kit írt.
provide the product across
És utána veled is maradt.
Sorry guys, do you have any questions?
I just wasn't
Yeah.
sure about the
Yeah.
meaning of this expression.
Convert it?
Yeah, but I think we know it.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Try.
Try it, yes,
Okay.
converted customers.
So this should be who were these are who still buy the product after promo.
Yes. They bought in the promo as well, and after the promo as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, yes, exactly. And Rita, I think you get the pantry loaders.
Yes, it's funny.
Is it clear for everyone what the pantry loader is?
No.
It's when you stuff lots of food up in your basement and just keep it going. Just buy.
Yeah,
lots
so
of food.
I only go in the promotion and buy a lot of toilet paper and don't come back until there's another promotion.
Can
Is it
be.
okay?
Can
It's
be.
not?
No.
No.
Actually, it's not a bad idea, but we have another one which you couldn't see because it was with me. It's the deal seekers. So I think if we place that here, then we can have a better idea about who a pantry loader is. They buy stuff when they don't need it because they just bought it. So I would place the pantry loaders here because they bought before the promotion and then they saw that there is a promotion and bought another chocolate, for example. Okay, so we can understand that what do these customer groups do. So the most important for us, of course, is a loyal customer who buys every time, but we can compare them to customers who, for example, only buy products in a promotional period. Okay, so I think everyone did great. Thank you for this cooperation. And yes, I also did a little animation. Sorry,
It's too sticky.
sticky, the deal seekers. Yes. Okay.
Wow.
Now,
Whoa.
yes,
I was
this is
gonna
very
say.
effective, I know.
Yeah,
Let's
we
see
are not
now.
bored at all.
Let's see now what else is in the report. If you just open it, which I wrote for you. So I guess you're familiar with shop reports, running them and the basic understanding. Is it correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I ask you on what brand did this report run, where would you look?
Order details?
Yeah. Yes, order details. So this report was on Milka tablets. Actually, it's the same example which we looked at before, and it shows the time period of promotion when it was actually also a seasonal thing. So it's the Christmas period which we look at mainly. Is the second time period here, and we look at 5 weeks before and 4 weeks after. You can ask the question, why do we have only 4 weeks after the promotion? It's because this is the time period that's now available in shop. And also I would like to emphasize here that you can run this report on different lengths of time periods. The only criteria is that they have to be mutually exclusive, so they can't overlap between each other. And you can also set 1 or 2 profiles in the report. Now we have selected the customer price sensitivity, which we will be able to analyze further a little bit.
And what kind of other profiles can I use?
There's
Is there a lifestyle?
Unfortunately, the lifestyle is not available in Hungary, but you can use the customer loyalty or shopper loyalty in the detailed and not detailed form as well. Okay. Can we go on? Yeah. So first time we open the report, we already see this beautiful chart which shows us the customer numbers. It's very important that this report only runs on club card data, so we can only find club card customers, club card sales in it. And in this first chart, I think we already had a look. We analyzed, or we can see the customer numbers who bought in which time period. So which is the group where you can see the most number of customers?
The deal seekers.
The deal seekers, yeah. So they are here, yeah. The 164,000 customers. Yes, they were the most active. So it may or may not be good for Milka. It depends on their objectives and what they had for the Christmas. And if you would like to understand one time period in a little bit more detail, you always have the option to click on it and select, and that way you only see the numbers for this time period. And what can be more useful is if you select the view on percentages, and that way you can see that what was the proportion of the customers who bought in this promotional period, and maybe bought in another period as well, or what is the proportion of customers that only bought in one time period during this promotion. So it's, you can see it's almost like 66% of customers who bought in this promotion bought only in one time period during those 5 weeks, and not before, not after, and they are not very loyal to the brand.
It's like they are on diet after Christmas.
Yes. Or maybe they just buy it as a present to someone, not to themselves. Yes. Diet is a very good point in January, I think. So now I just jump back to the almost to the original view, but we still see percentages on the chart and the table as well. If you look at these numbers and you compare them, they are a little bit different numbers. Yeah. So for example, you can't see this 44.14%. Can you? No. Why do you think it could be? Maybe if I jump back to the absolute numbers, I start here first. Then can you see the same numbers here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's still the same. But if you switch to the percentages, it changes. Try to add up the percentages.
I think the percentages would be the ones when you click on the one time period. So always one time period is 100%, maybe.
Yeah. So I selected the promotional period, which you can see here in this column, and it is exactly the same now.
It would be very helpful to have 100% in the bottom.
Yes, it would be very helpful. We can always suggest it to our solution guys. Yes, exactly. So the key is that this looks at the total number of customers who bought in whichever time period they liked, and this adds up to 100% if you add them up. And if you look at the table, you always have to go column by column to understand the percentages. So they refer to each time period separately. And what you always have as a help is this number is the same, and also the last column, the total number of customers, is the same to help you understand how many customers you are talking about if you later look at on sales, for example. Totally we have the 372,000 customers who bought Milka. And we can also say that only 5% of them was a loyal customer, so bought in every time period, which is I think a bit low number. And so, okay, this is an inclusive category, but if I would be Milka, I would maybe think about it a little bit more. Okay. I would like to show one more measure for you, which is available. If you use the drop down, you can see that it's not only the customer numbers, but also the sales value, spend per customer, unit per customer measure, which you can see. If you just briefly look at the sales value, you can see that these are still customer numbers, which we saw at the first site, but you can see the sales value appearing in the table. So it shows which time period brought how many sales, and those customers, for example, who only bought in the promotional time period, brought what amount of sales to the brand. And also you can have a look at this through a percentage view, which is 60% of the sales in the promotional period came from customers who only bought once. Okay, so this is about, I think, the first page of the report. You can feel free and have a play around with it. And I would like to show you the profile. It's the last sheet of the report, where you can follow how the profiles of the customers changed between the time periods. So you can find all the time periods here. Remember that time period number 2 was the one which meant the promotion. And the best is to use the index of row measure for this view and see what kind of customers are loyal customers, for example, who bought in all 3 time periods. You can't see it, then you can always open it a little bit. Oh, it's there already. So these customers, what can you see here?
It's really weird.
Yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I would expect the most price-sensitive profile during the promotion, when people buy it in discount, but it looks like in January the more price-sensitive people are affected.
Yes. So it looks like that it's not most the price-sensitive customers who buy in the promotion, but if you compare it to the other time periods, so if you, for example, if you look at the profiles for customers who were pre-promotion only, it's a bit lower index for price-sensitive customers here. So compared to that, someone who bought only in the promotional period, it's a bit higher, it's 85 as an index. So it may be still not their favorite brand or the brand they can most afford, but it comes a little bit when it's a promotion.
Maybe Milka had promotion in January as well to
Maybe, yes.
prevent the big drop. Is there average price in this report?
Yes, yes, you can always check the average price. You just go back to the first page and on the drop down you can select the average price. So
It wasn't cheap in January.
yes, it wasn't that expensive as before Christmas.
Okay, actually.
So maybe they had the January, not so healthy January promotion.
Keep the Hungarians fat.
Yes, yes. And if I would have selected another profile, it would appear here, for example, customer loyalty. Okay. So this is all for today, and I would like to ask if you have any questions at all about the report.
It was pretty clear, thank you.
Okay, if you have questions later, you can always come back to me. You know my email address.
I just wanted
Yes.
to ask if I run very different length of time period, like a long and short one. Is that okay as well?
Yes, yes, it's okay. You just have to keep in mind that maybe you find a much bigger customer number in a longer period, but it's totally fine.
Sziasztok, bocsánat, fogadtuk.
Jó, egy perc, jó? And finally, I would like to ask each of you to highlight one feature that you liked in the report.
I like the red.
You like the gummy bears? Thank you, Rita. One thing that you think you may use in the future.
Definitely for promotions. I like it that you can just set a pre, during and after period. That's really useful.
Okay, yeah, that's very good, thanks.
And for me, the aspect of price sensitivity profiles was the most interesting, comparing it in promotional periods.
Okay, great. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed today. And remember, when you go back to your desk, have a run, try the report. You can't do anything wrong. So please run one and try to understand it. And you can always use our guides and me if you have some questions afterwards. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.